subtracting. So yesterday we did simplifying, multiplying, and dividing. And they all went hand in hand. That's why we did them all in one day. So today we are doing adding and subtracting. Tomorrow we're going to do solving. Thursday we're going to do graphing. And Friday, oh thank goodness, will be a review/quiz day. Okay, so we're only going to quiz on this particular chapter. We're not going to do a full-blown test. Okay, so just kind of heads up on that. Anyone not going to be here on Friday? I know a lot of people are like, hey, I see you give me 1 week for fall break. I raised you one more day. I'm leaving on Friday. You know, I do that a lot. Okay, so adding and subtracting rational expressions. So back in the good old days. Remember these guys? Okay.
Unfortunately.
How can you add fractions without a calculator? Okay.
You can like multiply one of them, or like kind of make the denominators the same, but about the same as the numerators.
Right. So making the denominators the same is the same thing as common denominator. Okay. So when we looked at this particular problem back in the day, we would have said, well, this is 4, so I could probably get away with multiplying this by 2. But I can't just multiply just the denominator by 2. I have to multiply both pieces by it. Okay. So then what I would do is I would say, okay, well, that's 2 plus 3 all over one of my denominators. So some people have a tendency of accidentally writing 2 denominators. All right, we're not doing that. Just one of them. So then this just turns out to be 5/4. Now, there's a lot more work to show for some of those, but that's the process that I want to use. So that way we know how to use it when we come across binomials. Now notice I have multiplied, okay? So we're going to have binomials in the denominator, like x plus 2 and x plus 4. You can't say, oh, okay, well this one is 4 and this one's 2, so I'm just going to add 2 over here. Okay, you can't do that. All right, so we're always going to be multiplying. So this is ideal for us. This right here. We want every single one of our problems to look like this. Sometimes we have to manipulate it, but we want all of our problems to look like this. Okay? Our denominators are the same. They're both x plus 1. Okay? Since they're both x plus 1, I can just automatically go ahead and add 3 and 5. Hold on to this feeling of how easy this one is. Okay, this is what we want. Okay. All right. Is that like a... I have someone that raises their hand like this.
Are they a pirate?
And I can never, I'm like, any questions? Oh, me. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have had sugar today. Okay. So first thing I want you to do, even though it says the first step is to find the least common denominator, the first thing I want you to do is factor. So just like all the problems yesterday, the first thing I want you to do is factor. Okay, So factors of 2 that give me -3, what are they?
-1 and -2.
-1, -2. So with adding and subtracting, it now becomes, hey, let's match our denominators. Let's make a match, okay? So just looking at your denominators, I'm going to say, I see an x minus 1 here. I see an x minus 1 here. I'm good there. I see an x minus 2 here. Do I see one over here? No. Put one there. Like, wait a second. I'm not allowed to just do that. Yes, you are. As long as you put it both in the numerator and the denominator. Okay? So you can multiply by anything you want to. Notice how I said multiply, not add. You can multiply by anything you want to, as long as you do it to both the numerator and the denominator. Because we learned yesterday, you have the same thing over itself. It's just 1, okay? So, we write out one of our denominators. And let's write out our numerator on top. Go ahead and simplify just your numerator, not your denominator. Leave that alone. Simplify just your numerator. And yes, if you're a color-coded kind of person, this lesson is really good for showing what you multiplied by, that it's extra, that we put that on there. Some people have a tendency of going back on this lesson and being like, where did that come from? Okay, so if I distribute, get x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 1. I notice that my negative 2x and positive 2x cancel, so I'm left with x squared minus 1. Does anything stand out to you? Difference of squares. That numerator, we can take this further, okay? Is it a long problem? Yes. Is it doable? Absolutely, okay? So if we factor x plus 1, x minus 1, you will notice that our x minus 1s can cancel, okay? So if it can go further, do so. Okay, so that's a little bit of a combination from yesterday and today. So I factor, make my denominators match. I simplify my numerator. If I can factor it further, great. If not, I'm done. If I do have to factor further, then I need to take it that way. Okay? Any questions on that? All right, try these two. Give these to you now, so I have it down there. Just give that to you, Mom. Forty, 40. Anyone confident enough to write out how they answered the first one on the board? Why did you laugh at that?
Because you're not confident.
Don't worry, I have Clorox disinfecting wipes to clean off the pins. Anyone feel comfortable enough to do that? Don't worry, I won't throw anything at you.
I was so.
Yes! What color do you want? Blue?
Green.
Green. I don't know why I heard blue. There you go. Coded.
My favorite.
Y'all keep working on him. Who wants to do number 2? The second one. Is it not writing? Okay. Because something's blocking it. Who knows these days?
Sabotage.
Yes. It
Imposter.
has like a little sensor on it, and if it's covered, then it won't work.
Fine.
Who wants to do the second one?
I think purple's. God dang.
Jenna, that was really funny. You wanna give a
I
round of
didn't ask for you to volunteer people.
Okay.
I asked for volunteers. Self-volunteered. Yes. Okay, cool. When he's done writing, you can come up there. What color do you want? You don't care?
No.
I mean, you can pick any color you want.
I think purple.
Those 4 up there are not do not let them hold you back.
Purple.
If you want orange, I got orange.
We're not bound by your choices.
Purple.
If you want pink, I got pink.
Purple.
I can do blue.
Blue?
I think she wants to write neon yellow.
Like pure white. I'll do it. I can do it in pure white.
It's hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
And y'all can bring your papers up here too. Don't feel like
Well, I thought I had
you have to go cold turkey on it. I used to have it where people would be all around the room on different whiteboards and stuff like that, but all my virtual peeps out there wanna actually see this, right, guys?
Have to be safe and stay home, don't you?
That's not nice.
Why is it not nice? They're the ones that made the right decision. Let's be honest here.
I will be curious to see how many switch.
How many people switch?
And that's both ways. I wonder if some people will go home and some people will come back
Didn't know we were able to split.
Yeah.
in January.
What? Why did you look at me and shake your head?
I don't think
I want to
there's
send
any
it.
music theory online. And stuff. Why? Why are you just ruining like half of them?
Because it annoyed you.
Even the pumpkin one, that's a good one too.
I know it is a good one. I'm still
What?
gonna eat it. It's my hand.
It's really interesting seeing y'all's second half of your faces. I'm so used to just y'all's eyes, and then your like mouths appear, and I'm like, who is that?
I normally have facial hair, but she makes me shave.
Gross.
What, are you his mom?
Yeah.
Or are you his girlfriend?
You cannot tell?
It's the way I really did not know that.
What?
You didn't know that?
He's embarrassing in this
Like
class,
over
so I
a
start
year.
talking.
Yeah. That's why she still talks to me. Like you think anybody else would just
What?
Yeah.
Congratulations, y'all would upstage me. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Bless your heart.
I do.
He is.
And if it makes you feel better, I love you.
All right. Whew, what a day. All kinds of excitement. Okay.
This is a better picture of me with facial hair.
No, it's gross.
Oh,
Shave it, yeah, shave it for life.
Okay. See, I don't make fun of you. I don't know where you
Yeah,
are.
no, I let it grow because she doesn't like
It's
it.
gross.
See, if my husband shaved, he has a beard. If he shaved that, he would look like he was like 12 years old. And I'm like, no. All right, moving on. So if we factor out an x here, we're left with x minus 1. So this one needs an x. So we're multiplying here. So we end up with x squared plus x minus 2, which actually factors. So we end up with x plus 2 and x minus 1. Our x minus 1's cancel and we're left with x plus 2 over x. So good job. Okay, next. Basic blue. Go hot.
When you say basic
There you
blue, it's so condescending.
Ooh, it's amazing how dirty these things I've been using are. Yeah, you can't put your hand down.
Dirty.
Intentionally infected.
So how long have we been dating? Let's get this on the record.
Over a year.
Saved by the bell.
That's a frown. We the same joke. It's not funny either way.
She's in our office. I can entertain you too. Okay, hold on 1 second. You got a phone call. It's Kate.
Miss Summer, how do I erase this? You use the eraser.
Let me know if you need more space and I can push it up. Okay, back to what we were talking about. How long have y'all been dating?
Like a year.
A year?
Oh,
wow.
Commitment right there.
Yeah.
Anyone else need to come clean that I need to know about?
John
I
and
just-
Hayden are thinking about it.
Couldn't.
Never in a million years.
Oh, I didn't hear the second name.
No, there's not a chance.
Man,
I mean,
this
there is actually. There is.
is
There
all
chance.
this is all too much.
You know,
Anyone else?
string theory
It's
is
like
the
question
there is
about
a universe where
I
me
know.
and
You
John
know why?
are.
It's a theory.
I've lost my crew in the back. They stopped listening to y'all a long time ago. They're like my virtual kids.
Dane's cheating on Kylie with me.
It's the other way around.
Oh, wait, what?
I'm cheating on you, guys.
Okay, let's go back to
Let's go back to what?
keep it PG in here.
PG. That's still PG.
Okay. Let's keep it school PG.
It's
Oh,
so G.
that's just not even PG.
It's not even parental guidance. I love it. Just stands for guidance.
Okay, let's check this one out. So if we factor using difference of squares, we get x minus 2 and x plus 2. So we both over here have x plus 2s. We need x minus 2s. So I'm going to tack one on over here on the right side. And I don't know if y'all know this or not. If you've ever written on one of these smart boards, it's tough. Okay, so that's why if y'all are like, oh my gosh, it's tough. So we put the x minus 2s there. And then we have x plus x minus 2.
I forgot the box.
Okay. There we go. So then we actually end up with, let me do this real quick. So we end up with 2x minus, wait. We're adding, yes, 2x and then minus 2 all over x minus 2 and x plus 2. So if I think about it and I say, now wait a second, I can factor out a 2 in the numerator and it'll leave me with an x minus 1, but that doesn't do anything for me. I don't get to cross something out, so that's my final answer.
Can you see the first one?
Do what?
Can you see the first one? Like how you
Uh-huh.
Because I did not.
Is there something beside the X under on the denominator?
I think it was just the first attempt to write x
Okay.
and it's a little dash.
I
Let me do it this way. In case y'all are looking at both. Any other questions on those? I can answer. Yeah.
So I just want to make sure, so, when you're, adding the x and the 1, you just didn't write, the person didn't write the 1 on the other one. Because it doesn't-
Yeah, it's fine. It's all you're really doing is when you combine your numerator together, you have x plus x minus 2.
Can I see the original question?
So you wouldn't do the one there because we don't walk around saying we're 1 times 15 years old. Yeah. Can you see the original first
Yeah,
equation?
the first one, yeah. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't get it right.
Forget a negative?
No, I didn't answer the right question.
Oh, okay, that works
That's
too.
why it's just like a completely different question. That's why I didn't get.
Okay, so that's adding. Guess what? Subtracting is just like it, but more dangerous. And what I mean by that is it has that negative, and that negative will get you in trouble. Okay? So let's look at, I think some of y'all are still writing that down. Usually I like to be the matchmaker in class, and y'all already came to the class. I'm sorry.
Who would you match Jane with? I'm really curious.
Your wallet was showing. I don't know. I mean, I guess now that I know Kylie, I mean, I gotta. It's like days of our lives in here today, guys.
If we don't,
They
you don't
stopped
have to,
listening,
if they
by the
don't
way.
have to waste any more time if you give them better matches. Don't waste any more time.
Not waste any more time.
Moving on. Okay, like I said, subtracting is just like adding. Okay? Are you playing Tetris again?
Yes, I can want
Play your problems. So respectful.
He knows better than to
it. Yes,
lie to me.
I played Tetris again.
I would have lied.
But I appreciate people who do tell me the truth. It's when you lie that I'm like, come on, you're so bad at lying.
But what if they are good? Like if they're good, you can expect that.
I rarely find really good liars or really good cheaters as high schoolers.
Yeah.
Y'all are really bad cheaters. Like, really bad.
I think as a parent or a teacher, if I was confronted with a really good liar, I would respect it and let it be until then.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
he's a
like
good
cat,
liar,
yeah, you like
know.
catch him slipping like one day, and then you're like, ah.
All right, so that's gonna be my response. Ha. Okay. So if I do difference of squares, I get x plus 2, x minus 2.
Mhm.
So I notice that I have an x plus 2 on both of them, but I do not have an x minus 2 on the second one. So I'm gonna incorporate that in there. Now, here is where the mistakes happen. Okay, so this is x minus 2. If you do not distribute that negative, you are going to get this problem wrong. Okay, so that is a huge mistake waiting to happen. It will be an option on a multiple choice test as well. Okay, they live for those. They're going to forget that every single time. Okay. So then go ahead and simplify your numerator. And see if you can take it any further. So my x's disappear, and I'm left with 2 over x plus 2 times x minus 2. So like I said, be careful. Yeah.
If it's minus x minus 2, would you still distribute the negative?
If it's x, what now?
Oh, no, never mind.
I'm saying if you have a minus in between, you have to have these parentheses to then distribute.
Yeah.
Okay. So subtraction, same thing, just more likely to make a common mistake. Okay. What if I asked you what x cannot be? Negative 2 and 2. If I went backwards on a couple of problems, for instance, on the green one, what can x not be? 0? and 1. Don't forget, even though it got crossed out, x cannot be 0 and it still can't be 1. Okay, you gotta keep that in mind. Was anyone still writing that down? As the answer is covered up, sorry. There you go. Okay. Try these 3.
Oh. He's in awe. Oh. 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 Now I'm gonna need 3 bold people, but I won't make you write on the smartboard. You can write on the whiteboards. And my virtual peeps, I'm gonna take pictures of their work and I'll post the pictures separately. So if you want to do one of these 3 problems on the whiteboard, let me know. Well, at least it's only if we want to.
Right.
Good news is it's first come, first serve.
Ooh. How exciting.
And you get to choose your location. 1 up here, 2 back there.
We all have to stare at the people who do the backwards.
No, you don't. Some people prefer to not be seen
Well.
while they're
that's why
working
we
on
have
math
to
work. It happens.
They get the back and they don't want to look at it.
Hey, since you're not writing one on a page, let me go ahead and get you to write one on a board. Which one do you want?
I'm sure you're just gonna keep going.
Uh,
You.
I don't know.
What color do you want?
Color?
Like, what color do you want to use?
Oh, I want to do number 2.
You want to do number 2, but what color?
Purple.
Purple. Any preference on purple?
Purple.
Okay. You can go ahead. Where do you want to?
Oh, I have to do it now. Okay.
Well, if that's when people are working, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. Number 2. So 1 and 3 are available. Yeah, either on, leave that drawing up there, but either on the left or the right of that. And try to make it where people can see it.
Can you get Dane to do it? Can you get Dane to do one too?
I'm still working. I was just told that I had to stare
You're
at people that did it on the
directly
backwards,
at me.
so I'm just listening.
1 and 3 are available.
I can do number 3.
Number 3? What color do you want? Green?
Actually,
Some of them might not show up well, but I'll let you know which one.
we can do pink.
Pink? That one shows up.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. So you said 3. The number 1 is available, whoever wants it. You can go back there if you want to. Colin, do you care to scooch over just a little bit so someone can write right there? Thank you. Anybody want to do number 1 that hasn't been up to the board yet? You forgot your squared. Forgot your squared. You have x plus 1 times x minus 1. Should be x squared minus 1. So look at your, you can see it. So you have the line where all of them are over one. All of them are over one denominator. It says you have like an extra set of parentheses in there. Or is that your plus sign? That's an extra parentheses. Okay. Right here.
X minus 1.
Oh, did you cancel out your x's? What's this?
That's,
Oh, you crossed them out.
yeah.
Okay, you can't do that when there's a minus sign right here.
Oh,
So then this is that, because when you double distribute that, so then now you should have x squared minus x minus 1.
yeah. Can you get a round of applause from the chat?
Oh. Okay, number 1, that one's still available.
Yeah, dang.
Numero uno.
Let me see if I can get anyone else
What?
since
No,
you've
I
done
just had
one.
a question.
Oh, yeah.
So on that one, would the x plus 1 still cancel out in the, at the end?
So if you look for factors of negative where they get you -1, they don't exist. Did you accidentally get 2 or
No,
Something
so
different.
on the, for the denominator, I got x plus 5 times x plus 1.
uh-huh.
I don't know.
Oh, it needs to still be there. I get what you're saying.
Oh, gonna do it even longer.
No, it doesn't work. No, because you had crossed it out, I didn't add it back for you. So you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that hit. That's my fault. There you go. Round of applause for Jonah.
Now. Yeah.
Okay, I need someone to do number 1. Yes. What color do you want?
I don't care. Neon orange.
Neon orange and all.
I think orange works. Let's try it. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Go balls.
Get like a highlighter.
Thank you. All right. Let's look at mine back there. We have factors of 2 that give me -3, -2, and -1. And we have to multiply by -1. So then we end up with x plus 3 times x minus 1. Okay, so then we get -3 and 2, like that. Distribute our negative. We get -6x plus 7. Combine like terms, we get 2 minus 6, which gets me a -4. 4, good. And if I factored it, factors of 4, they get me -4 or -2 and -2. My -2's cancel. I'm left with x minus 2 over x minus 1. Did anyone get anything different? It's just an 8, 3. It's added a difference.
Like I
and while we're waiting on the last one, which is conveniently the first one. Use that for a second. Unless you want to be in the picture. You can smile.
Where'd you get your negative one?
I just flipped them around because x plus 2 is the same in the numerator, so I just made it -1 x from
Huh.
weird. Solve for 1. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's easier than dealing with decimals.
You won't have to deal with decimals. I'm just trying to figure. I don't know if that's necessarily legal to do it that way.
Well,
Breaking
My
the
bad.
law.
No, I mean, I don't know that you can do that when there is a minus sign in between.
well, I can solve it.
You want to solve it out the other way?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just committing crimes.
My bad, Jonah.
I'm telling my